Okay, for the sake of this recording, here's what we are going to do. We are going to do a clap and then we are going to announce ourselves. So, my name is Sandeep Bansal and I'm the founder of Ecom Brew. We are an incubator slash marketing slash growth partner for DTC e commerce brands. We work with four types of brands: startups, which are basically looking for product market fit, brands that are kind of getting established or at least building something where they have 500 to $1,000 a day in revenue and they are looking to grow, brands that are already growing which do about $100,000 a month, and then brands that are scaling up, which is at about, let's say, mature brands at $250,000 or more in a monthly basis. So those are the kind of brands that we address and target with our incubation program. So in this show, I'm going to talk about a lot of things, a lot of strategies that we have seen work with other brands that we work with. We've got about 30 brands in our portfolio that we service in different capacity. And I would basically want to help any brand grow based on these strategies. So, the topic of today's conversation is campaign strategy planning for the month of April. Generally, for any e-commerce brand, it is advisable to start planning at least 6 weeks out. Most big companies we work with, and I know a couple of $4 to $5 billion brands that I have consulted with in the past, that start this planning process approximately 8 weeks out at least. However, let's say we're starting now, so we want to get April in order. We want to make sure that April, which also tends to be one of the lean months as far as revenue sales are concerned, because in e-commerce, if you're aware, there are crests and troughs. So while Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday is a big deal period, after the New Year's, it kind of slows down until the Valentine's Day, which is February. There is a spike around Valentine's Day in the shopping behavior, but then it slows down once again around March, April, before it's Mother's Day around May. So, what we are trying to do is we are trying to use this strategy to keep consistent cash flow, which means that not see those troughs that we generally see in our businesses. And how do we achieve that? We do this by doing an initial analysis of our business where we are. Now, there are 4 or 5 different categories in which we analyze the business. First of all, we will start with product. Are you discontinuing any products or are you launching any new products? Anything that is being launched, even if it's in May, we could probably add an email about pre launch so that we can get some active user interest, which helps sell the product more when it is actually launched. So think about, are you selling? I mean, are you discontinuing any products this month or are you launching any new products this month? Next, we are going to talk about prices. Are there any products where you're increasing the price? I'm not talking about discounting at the moment because that obviously comes under flash sales slash discounts. And we will come back to that in the stock slash inventory bucket. But are you raising any prices? Because if you are, you might want to do a pre announcement and give people an opportunity to buy. This generally, in our experience, is one of the biggest driver of massive sales days. So if you're planning on raising prices, make sure that you offer your users an opportunity to lock in the old price. Celestial objects. Now, I know that this is coming before the stock and inventory, but are there any celestial objects that tie into your product? Mercury going retrograde, full moon in Aries, birthstones, anything that you can time as far as month of April is concerned. So, can you connect any of these events to an email that you want to plan for the next month? Are you now, next category I have here is your own events. So this is the fourth category, and I'm going to continue to narrate them in numbers: product, prices, celestial objects, your own events. That's number four. Are you planning any marketing events in the month, like fit in a fortnight challenge, or 5 days to this challenge, or 7 days walking challenge, or anything of that sort? If you're in the business of selling healthcare supplements, if you're in the business of selling fitness products, that or yoga mats, that kind of stuff. Fifth category is current events. What's happening in the industry right now? What major industry, not even industry, news cycle events do you want to be associated with? If your business is about technology, do you want to talk about, let's say you sell computer products, computer spare parts. Are you interested in talking about ChatGPT? Are you interested in talking about AI? Could you newsjack one of these events? Could a broader event like Black Lives Matter, LGBTQ, ongoing fashion week, upcoming fashion week, or March Madness, like it's continuing at the moment in the US school districts, is any of these current events relevant to your business? So that's the fifth element to think of when it comes to planning your email marketing campaigns for the next month. Seasonal events. What are the major themes of the month? And this is where we are going to start and become slightly more excited because these are the events that will drive the majority of your sales. These are the events where a majority of your emails are going to fall under. So, what are the major themes of the month? We're going to discuss those themes as we go along because we are planning for April. What are the major events happening? Is, for example, February was Super Bowl. April is, let's say, April Fool's Day. Is there any other major event? Easter is April. St. Patrick's Day is March 17th. That kind of events. So, where exactly do you fall in this spectrum? So that's the second part. That was, I think, the fifth, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 current events, 6 is seasonal events, seventh, upcoming events. Do you want to prepare for any upcoming events? And now this is not for the next month, but the month after. And let me explain why. Mother's Day is 9th of May. In the UK, it's different, obviously, but in the United States, it's 9th of May. Now, in order for you to start preparing for Mother's Day, we have always used an optional opt-out email at least 4 weeks out, which means you start sending that email out around the month of April. You ask your subscribers, because see, Mother's Day is a sensitive holiday. Why? Some people may have lost their mothers recently and they may not be very excited, or they may not look forward to promotions and all the happiness that's associated with the Mother's Day event. So you want to send these emails out, and you want to make sure that you ask these people to opt out optionally from your emails for the Mother's Day. So that will define your email calendar for April. At least one, ideally 2 emails during the month, because you will probably launch your Mother's Day campaigns around the 1st of May. So you want to make sure that you give them at least 2 emails over a period of time to opt out. And then last but not the least, which is I think the 7th or the 8th category. Next month, I'm going to include numbers here as well. The next category is stocks and inventory, which is, are you running low on any stock of any products? Are you overstocked on any products that you want to basically get rid of? Some stock that probably is not moving, so you might want to consider that for launching a sales. And are you getting any products back in stock? If you place some orders and you're getting some products back in stock. So those are categories. I'm going to repeat them for your reference. Product. Are you discontinuing or launching any new products? Prices. Are you raising any prices? Is your business related to any celestial events like Mercury retrograde, full moon in Aries, etc.? Are you planning on any events of your own? That's the 4th category. 5th is current events. 6th is seasonal events. 7th is upcoming events. And 8th is your stocks and inventory. Now, based on this information, you would have a fairly good idea of what your product and promotional emails are going to look like. We can also, and we will also include your emails about relationships and loyalty and everything else, but those come as fillers. The biggest money drivers are product and promotion emails. So as long as you're covered on these elements, we should be fairly well positioned to grow our revenue from what last April was, or even from what March was. Okay. Now let's talk about specific themes in the month of April. Spring. Obviously, March is when spring starts to arrive, but April is when it's in full bloom. So, as they say, April showers bring May flowers. Is your product, are you selling dresses that can be in floral spring shades that you want to pre-promote? Or if you're launching them, the themes are spring breaks. Kids are just off of spring break. I believe April is when schools restart. In some countries like the United Kingdom where I live, April is actually the month of spring break. It's also the pet month of pets, and it's also the earth month. Those are some of the major themes. Of course, there are more elements as we go along, and I will talk more about it in the next week. But this is technically between the 1st and the 8th of the month. I will also take you through my mailbox, where I have about 100 companies that send me emails on a daily basis for the promotions that they're running. So if you look at those 600 to 700 emails for the first 6 to 7 days of April, we will be able to get some more ideas around it. Some specific days in April include Easter, bank holidays in the United Kingdom, April Fool's Day, Find a Rainbow Day, and I'm talking first week of April, 1st to 7th, 8th of April. Example of campaign names, example of promotion names could be Furry Fridays, Spring Layering, Spring Sale, Spring Fever, Spring Favorites, Spring Picks. This sale is no joke, specifically for April Fool's Day. Click for a joke, get your giggle on. Another spring example is ditch your sweater / coat / jacket. Spring knits are here. This is completely true. No jokes today. That could be a April Fool's. Knock, knock. Who's there? Thank who? You're going to thank us later. A knock, knock joke. Hitting up top spring styles. Springs in the air. Another April Fool joke. Order number so-and-so confirmed. Oh, we were joking. But it could be, if you get this, you'll also get a special deal. Don't be fooled. So these are some of the example subject lines, example events you could probably consider for your marketing campaigns this month. Now, here is an entire list of events and dates that you could consider for the month of April. National Pet Month goes all the way from April 1st to 30th. World Health Day is April 7th. If you're in any business relevant to health, healthcare supplements, or anything, you might want to consider this. National Walking Day, April 7th. Definitely health. National Beer Day, also on April 7th, which is ironical if you come to think about it. But yeah, why not? National Siblings Day, April 10th. You could basically celebrate the bond between siblings, promote products that are suitable for gifting to siblings, like jewelry, personalized gifts, matching clothing items, for example. So that could be one of the promotions that you consider if you're selling clothing. uh, Pet Day, which is about pet related products, pet food, pet toys, accessories. Grilled Cheese Day is April 12th, by the way. So sandwich maker, cheese boards, bread making equipment, other cooking tools, anything that is relevant to food eating could be used for cheese day. Tax Day, April 15th. It's a deadline. So basically talk about, refunds, how to invest your refund, etc., that kind of stuff. So save this for a refund. 5 days later, use this coupon. So if you have a refund coming to you, here is a coupon for you to buy. And National High Five Day, April 15th. It could be messaging on the t-shirts, greeting cards, stickers. If you sell products like this, high five could be a good messaging day. Volunteer Week, April 18th to 24th. This basically is the celebrating the act of volunteering and encouraging people to get involved in their communities. E-commerce companies can offer products that support volunteering, such as books, t-shirts, or products that support charitable causes. Or you could highlight your own social, you know, it's kind of your own social agenda on this day. National Garlic Day. Not 100% sure if this will be useful, but garlic presses, garlic themed aprons, cookbooks, etc., could be useful. April 22nd is the Earth Day, global event. So using water bottles, reusable bags, reusable plastic, non-plastic water bottles, solar powered products, natural organic products, sustainable clothing, etc. That's an example. Jelly Bean Day, Picnic Day, Superhero Day, Dance Day, Arbor Day. Arbor Day is April 30th. International Dance Day, April 29th. National Superhero Day, April 20th. Well, while you're probably hearing this as a podcast or you're here watching this as a video, I will include the link for this Evernote in all of this information so that you can actually access this Evernote and use this to kind of plan your own campaigns. So that's kind of what I wanted to discuss. I will now on my screen show a few examples. Now I know that if you're hearing this on an audio, you may not be able to view this, but generally this is your Easter email examples here, as you can see on my screen. Easter emails, pastel colors, Easter edit, pastel pretties, Bubsy bundles, Brilliant Bunny baskets. Those are the kind of campaigns that people are running on Easter. 20% off everything, etc. Feel free to watch this on YouTube. You'll obviously get a link for that. Also, Pets Month, you could have emails here. I've got some examples on my screen. Earth Month, there are various examples on Earth Month. Milt.com, I'm looking at some of those examples. So use these excessively. Use these resources to get ideas, to get inspiration, and to work on collecting these emails. Reallygoodemails.com is another resource that I highly encourage using. Spring emails, I've got some examples on my screen here right now. So these are some very straightforward, simple ideas for creating your own method, for your own creative inspiration. I haven't gone into Pinterest yet, but Pinterest is one of the best places to go for inspiration when it comes to things like spring and all of this stuff, right? Some emails, if you see, let's say, some emails. As a matter of fact, I don't see anything that is about in Run Amok Guidebook, Last Chance, Active Max. So this could be an example: Run Amok Guidebook, or a guidebook for National Health Day. So a guide on how to be healthy, or it's a guidebook about running in a few different places. Ride in Style could be about riding a motorcycle or riding a bike, actually a bicycle for Health Day. Uh, Mother's Day gift guide is here. So you might want to release your Mother's Day gift guide around April so that people can start planning ahead of time. That's what I meant when I said ahead of time. Uh, Festival favorites, festive favorites, because the festive could be, what are the festive season? Is it Eid? I'm not 100% sure, but maybe. So these are some of the examples of emails. Of course, I'm going to share more of them in our community. So if you have any questions, if you need the entire list, that list is also available for free in our community. The April calendar has approximately, and I'm going to open that list now to see where we are. The April calendar will show you in a nutshell about, there should be at least 500 odd events. Let's see where we end. So there's about 876 records. Wall Purchase Night, World Pinhole Photography Day, Spank Out Day, Queen's Day, National Tie and Dye Day, Therapy Animal Day, Tabby Day, Sarcoidosis Raisin Day, Preparathon Day, Pet Parents Day, Oatmeal Cookie Day, Potato Head Day. There are so many days on the 30th of April alone. So there's like hundreds of ideas. So if you need this access to this file, by all means, let me know. And yes, so hopefully this was of use, this was of help. And for any questions, any comments, anything, please let me know. Thank you. Bye bye.